Hello again, and welcome back to Illegally Excited. This is Jesse, and it is demo time again, accessible demo time, as it were, because we are taking a look at Sunblaze. And I forgot even what this game is, but I believe this is one that we saw at the Accessibility Showcase this weekend. And the first thing it literally does is it tells me, or it asks me if I want to use text to speech. So it's not using your screen reader, it's using its own like Windows API for speech, it seems like. And I told it yes. Now it's giving us some other settings. So let's see if I can use my controller here. Can I not do that?
Pop-up message, main_menu.
Okay, so
Thanks
it
for
wasn't.
playing the demo. The game is still in development, so some things are still under construction. If you can beat the demo boss, you will unlock Tanana as a permanent starter in the base game, a cute dragon child with green scales and a yellow belly.
Okay.
It's standing on two legs, looking over the shoulder, hands together so
Or
that the
Soulblaze,
index
like why
claws
did I
touch
call it
in a shy manner.
Sunblaze?
It has dark red, curled horns, and a pair of small wings. Around its neck is a black bow tie and a flame erupts from one of its nostrils. Press A to close pop-up. Main menu, selected, start
Okay.
run. Collection, tutorial, collection, wish list, collection, tutorial, settings. Settings screen.
So let's go into
Press
settings.
left stick and left stick to navigate. Use left bumper and right bumper to cycle through settings groups.
Okay.
End turn warning, toggle, currently on. Gamepad vibration, end turn warning, toggle, currently on.
Okay.
Battle speed, slider, currently 1.0.
I hope they have a speed setting because this speech is a little slow.
Input bindings, button, change. Automatic focus switch, battle, toggle, currently on. Disable button holding, toggle, currently off.
Okay, you can disable button holds.
Enemy dice amount, drop down, press A to open list. Incoming damage, slider, currently 1.0. Outgoing damage, slider.
Okay, so you got
currently
not
1.0.
just you have a bunch of difficulty settings you can adjust separately.
Bottle caps multiplier, slider. One punch ma'am, toggle.
One
currently
punch,
off.
ma'am.
100% catch guarantee.
I see what you
toggle,
did there.
currently off.
Okay,
Full screen, toggle.
so now we're on
currently on.
graphics.
Language, VSYNC, screen shake, dice EXP, double dice bonus, simplify double dice visual glow, reduce flashing / UI scale, slider, currently 1.0,
Ooh,
X 1.1, X 1.5.
okay, I think that's all we can do.
Tooltip delay, slider, UI scale, tooltip X offset, tooltip Y offset, show combat messages, toggle, currently on. Message speed, slider, currently 1.0. Text size, slider,
Ooh,
currently 1.0. X 1.4. X1 X 2.0.
embiggen it for me.
Message speed, text size, mouse tooltip on right click, negative, color, positive, color.
So we have some color combination.
Curiosity, color, positive,
Okay.
curiosity, color, fury, color.
Oh, okay. So okay, like good and bad thing. Okay, I see what they're doing here.
Mystery, color.
So yeah, a lot of color customizations to make things
Patience,
easier to see.
color, mystery, patience, wisdom, decent, color, hella sick.
Wow, a lot of
color,
those.
pretty fly, color,
Pretty fly.
sorta dope, color. Master volume,
Okay, we
slider,
have audio.
music volume, sound volume, text to speech volume, slider,
Yay.
currently 0.8, 1.0.
I'm going to crank that all the way up so it's easier to hear. Okay.
Text to speech mode, toggle, currently on. Text to speech rate, slider,
Yes.
currently 1.0, 1.1, 1.2, 1.5. Text to speech volume, slider, currently 0.8. Voice, drop down, text to speech volume, 1.0. Voice, drop down, press A to open list, currently David.
Yeah, we're going to keep
text
it at
to
David.
speech mode, toggle, currently on.
Wait, what?
Voice, drop down, press A to open list. Currently
So
David.
there's different, like they're
Text to
repeating the
speech mode.
options.
Toggle, currently on.
And the heading above this, it doesn't say it, but it says hearing. And we're getting the same.
Text to speech rate, slider, currently 1.0.
This doesn't make sense to me. So it's like it says hearing above the first set, it says hearing above the second set, and
text to speech volume,
why
text to
would
speech rate, slider, currently 1.0, 1.3, 1.5, text to speech volume, voice, input bindings, button, automatic focus switch, battle.
I'm a
Toggle,
little confused
currently on.
as to what those different. There's two or three different sets of like the similar text to speech settings, and I don't quite understand what they're going for, and I'm not hearing a change.
Disable button holding, gamepad vibration, toggle, currently on. Text to speech mode, toggle, currently on. Text to speech rate, slider, currently 1.0.
And now we've got another. What the heck? We got another.
1.5. Text to speech voice, screen shake, dice EF, double dice bonus text, dyslexic font, simplify double dot, reduce flat, message speed, end turn warning, mouse tool tip, text to speech rate, text to speech volume, slider, currently 0.8.
I'm confused. So it seems like they're combining different parts. Like I've seen some settings that were in other areas, so it's fine that they're duplicating, but it's not giving, it's not reading me those headlines, those headings above each little section. It's just reading the active option, and I don't understand as I keep arrowing down, because it's not wrapping from top to bottom. I don't understand why we have like 5 different text-to-speech things, and they all seem like they're at 1.0, and I keep adjusting it into 1.5, hoping to hear the speech rate increase.
Voice, drop down.
I'm confused.
Scale, slider, currently text size, slider, currently 1.0.
So
X1, X2.0.
I want it 2.0. See, again, that's replicated somewhere. And when I switch it to the text size on 2.0, it's like it's not honoring the settings, and then there's repeated things. Like there's something that's not clear to me. There's some repetition and settings that are like I'm not hearing or seeing the change. Like if I adjust that text size, my menu should be getting bigger, but they don't appear to be.
Negative, color, fury,
right,
wisdom,
so
sort, text, voice, text, voice,
I have no idea.
Incoming damage, slider, bottle,
So,
100% catch guarantee, toggle, main menu, wish list, collection, tutorial, settings, settings
why?
Screen, full screen, master volume, text to speech mode, text to speech rate, slider, currently 1.1,
Crank it up, man.
4.5.
And so how do I save?
Allow it. Twitch settings, currently selected. Allow anonymous Twitch settings.
There's literally buttons below these settings, and I can click.
Selected. Start
button. Okay, so now I made it fast. Let me slow it down.
Collection. Tutorial. Settings. Settings screen. Press left stick and left stick to navigate. Full screen. Toggle. Master volume. Text to speech mode. Toggle. Text to speech rate. Slider. Currently 4.1. 2.2. 2.5.
Let's do 2.5. So how do I?
Master volume. Full screen. Vibration. Toggle. Currently on.
Oh, see, okay, so it doesn't. Okay, so if I hit X, it saves.
Main menu. Selected. Start run.
Okay, that might.
Wish list. Collection.
still be a little fast for
Tutorial.
some
Settings.
people.
Settings screen. Full screen. Master volume. Slider. Text to speech mode. Text to speech rate. 2.2.2.2.1.1.8. 1.6. 1.5. Main menu. Selected. Start
That should
run.
be fine. There we go. Okay.
Wish list. Start run. Wish list. Collection. Tutorial.
Um,
Collection. Wish list. Start run.
well,
Wish list.
I don't know if the tutorial will run if I do new
Start
run
run.
or if I have to go to the tutorial separately.
Wish
Let's
list.
just do a
Start
new
run.
run and see if it gives me the
Wild
tutorial
battle
to start
started.
with.
You summoned. Call book. Wild enemy. Dip dogma. Available tricks. Headbutt. Snap. Out. Press A to start tutorial.
Okay.
Cybin says, look, a dip dogma. Let's do this. Call book. We can't do anything without dice, but luckily, every turn we get to roll all. New turn, rolling dice. Cybin says, just a 1 and 3. Well, that's still enough to pay for headbutt. Let's move the dice over to headbutt and pay for it. Press A to pay dice to headbutt.
Okay.
Paid 1, remaining 3, damage, 3. Cybin says, sweet. Headbutt is ready to use. Let M have it, call book. Press A to execute headbutt. Your Kalbu uses headbutt. Opposing Dip Dogwa suffers 3 damage, 17 out of 20 HP remaining. Headbutt, cost, Cybin says, good hit, girl. Now we're out of dice and can't attack anymore. Let's end our turn to get our dice back.
Okay.
Press Y to end turn. Enemy turn. Opposing Dip Dogwa uses snap. Your Kalbu suffers 3 damage, 22 out of 25 HP remaining. New turn, rolling dice. Cybin says, ouch, that hurt. So the opponent will act when I end my turn. I think the inspect mode tells me how many tricks they plan to use and which one first. But I'll get to that. Oh, no. Dip Dogwa is going to do snap again. Let's protect ourselves. Out will give us 2 shields. So let's use the 4 to pay for it. Press left stick to select second die. Selected 4. Use left stick twice to select out. Snap, cost, out, cost, 2. Press A to pay for, execute out, ready to use, shield, 2. Your Kalbu uses out. Your Kalbu shield increases by 2. Out, Cybin says, interesting, the trick exhausted after I used it. That means I can't use it again this turn.
Right, okay.
I should check trick details more often with the inspection mode.
So how do I do that?
Press view to enter inspection mode. Cybin says, alright, we still have a die left and can act. A 1 is pretty shitty, though. Good thing, some rerolls.
Okay, they're actually cursing in their tutorial. Okay, that's interesting. I like it.
Let's reroll and see if we can't get at least a 2. Oh, and every time I roll above my Animon's level it gains experience points equal to the amount rolled.
Sure, if you say so. I have no idea what you're talking about, but okay.
First we need to enter die selection mode again. Press right bumper to enter die selection mode. Press X to reroll selected die.
Okay.
Cybin says, perfect, 3 is just what we need to satisfy Snap's precise flavor. If we pay it exact, it increases the damage, so let's do that.
Okay, so like if you're above, you wouldn't get the bonus, but if you're exact, okay.
Pay and use Snap, press left stick and left stick to navigate.
Wait, what am I supposed to do?
Inventory. Out, exhausted, snap, headbutt, cost, 4, press, snap, cost, 3, press A to pay, snap, ready to use, damage, 5. Your Kalbu uses snap. Opposing Dip Dogwa suffers 5 damage, 12 out of 20 HP remaining.
Okay.
Snap, cost, press Y to end turn. Enemy turn. Opposing Dip Dogwa uses snap. Your Kalbu lost 2 shields. Your Kalbu suffers 0 damage, 22 out of 25 HP remaining. Opposing Dip Dogwa uses pout.
Okay, so he's shielded.
Opposing Dip Dogwa's shield increases by 2.
Yep.
New turn, rolling dice. Cybin says, nice, Kalbu took no damage thanks to the shield. Dip Dogwa is pretty weakened now, let's try to catch it and add it to our team. I should open my inventory and throw a binds heart.
Pokeball.
Open the inventory. Out. Inventory. Use a binds heart. You caught it?
Okay.
Squirt. Called. Cyaban says, awesome, we caught it. Here's the battle results screen. We gain bottle caps and marbles. With bottle caps, we can buy items during our run, and with marbles, we can unlock powerful upgrades back at the base.
Okay.
We also get to pick one trick item. Since Dipdogma is a wisdom aspect, why don't we pick Squirt so we can teach it to it? Victory. Kalba gains 12 experience points. Press A to continue. Pout. Squirt. Pout. Squirt. Received 20 caps and 2 marbles. Press A to continue. Available loot is 2 items. Select one. Press left stick and left stick to navigate. Pout. Kalba. Squirt. Selected.
So we'll get Squirt like it said.
Continue. Map screen. Region 1. Map length. 10 columns. Number of starting points. 3. Selected. Path 1. Node type. Wild Anemon. Inspect path with right bumper. Press view to open run menu. Peak mode on. Guaranteed nodes until next junction. Current node is a junction. Available directions: junction reached. 2 options, up, down. Press left stick to inspect next node. Column 2, arcade, 7 nodes until boss. Press left stick to inspect next node. Press B to stop peak mode. Press left bumper to jump to last junction. Peak mode off, X nodes until boss. 9, available nodes. 3, selected, Wild Anemon. Cyaban says, alright, we are on the map. Here, I have to pick a path and follow it until I reach the boss.
Okay.
But before I do that, let's teach Squirt to Dipdogma. Let's open the inventory. Press view to enter run menu. Run menu. Currently selected, party. Inventory. Party. Inventory. Inventory screen. Available items, 1. Press view for details, selected, Squirt. Close. Squirt, 1. Selected, Squirt. Select Anemon to teach Squirt. Dipdogma, valid, yup. Cyaban says, great, now Dipdogma knows a good trick against Fury aspects. But now that we have a wisdom trick, we should change our dice loadout. Let's open our dice bag. Press view to enter run menu. Then open the dice bag. Path 2, Path 3, Path 1, Wild Anemon. Inspect path with right bumper. Path 2, Path 1, Wild Anemon.
So press the guide,
Inspect
right?
Path with right bumper. Pause menu, selected, continue. Settings screen closed, map screen, X nodes until boss, 9, available nodes, 3, selected, Wild Anemon. Peak mode on, guaranteed nodes until next junction, current node is a junction. Peak mode off, X nodes until boss, 9, available nodes, 3, selected, Wild Anemon.
Sure. Yeah, it's not going into the menu.
Path 2, Wild Anemon. Path 1, Wild Anemon. Peak mode on, guaranteed nodes until next junction, current. Peak mode off, X nodes until boss, 9, available nodes, 3, selected, Wild Anemon. Peak mode on. Peak mode off, X nodes until boss, 9, available nodes. Pause menu, selected, continue, press button underscore. Settings screen closed, map screen, X nodes until boss, 9, available nodes, 3, selected, Wild Anemon. Peak mode on, guaranteed nodes until next junction. Peak mode off.
Yeah, I'm doing that. That responds, but...
Nodes, 3, selected, Wild Anemon.
Let me see if it does magnifier here, because it says... Yeah, press view to enter run mode. Yeah, it's not... Like, it did it for the inventory, but it's not letting me reopen the... I can tap it, I can hold it, and it's not doing anything. And now it won't
Pause
let
menu,
me do anything.
Message history, settings. Send feedback / bug report, back to main menu, quit game. Back, settings, message history, continue. Settings screen closed, map screen, X nodes until boss, 9, available nodes, 3, selected, Wild Anemon.
Can I... Maybe I can at least click it to get through this, because it's not letting me bring it up. party. Okay,
Simon
dice.
says, we currently have 2 curiosity dice.
Yeah, it totally did not work.
Dip Dogma is a wisdom aspect, so
I
we
had to
should change
click,
our
but
dice
it's
to
not
wisdom dice.
accessible.
Every aspect has their own unique dice ability which gets activated when paying a trick of the same color.
This sounds really complicated. My mind is just kind of glazing over everything at the moment. Like I'm sure it'll make more sense as we go, but right now I'm like, huh? We got currencies and different types of dice and elements and boosts and
I can pay
bonuses
any trick with any dice, but the special dice effect only happens when the colors match.
Okay.
Except for curiosity dice which have the passive ability to never roll the same number twice.
If you
I
say
can always
so.
read my dice's effects in the dice bag. Alright, let's change both dice to wisdom. Dice bag, available dice, 2 slot 1, D4, curiosity. Slot 2, D4, curiosity. Press left stick and left stick to change die element, currently selected, D4, path 2, wild anemone, path 1, wild anemone.
What?
Inspect path with right bumper. Path 3, wild anemone. Inspect path with
Houston,
right
we have
bumper.
a problem here.
Path 2, path 3, wild anemone. Inspect path with right bumper, path 2, wild, path 3, wild, path 2, path 1, wild anemone. Inspect path with right bumper.
It's stuck on the screen behind. It's not showing me. I mean, it's showing me visually, but it's stuck on this world map. It is not interacting with the right layer with my text-to-speech mode on here. Because we have these triangle dice.
Path 2, path 1, wild
So
anemone.
I'm going to have to physically click it again.
Fury. Wisdom.
So yeah, this is broken.
Path 2, path 1.
Yeah,
wild
it's
anemone.
not focusing on
Inspect
it.
path with right
So
bumper.
I only have one dice because this one has the arrow, this other one doesn't have an arrow.
Die element selection mode. Press UI underscore down and UI underscore up to navigate. Path 2, wild anemone. Path 1, wild anemone.
Yeah,
Inspect path with right bumper.
this is not. I mean, you will see the potential here. In the first phase of the tutorial was working fine. I was able to do the battle. I was able to use the thing to train my little monster thing. But then when it came to going back into the menu again and opening my dice bag, and now that I'm in my dice bag, it's not responding to this at all. So it said to set them both, but I can't because this only has one arrow. This other one is not.
Die element selection mode. Die element selection mode. Die element selection mode. Die element selection
Can
mode.
I
Press down arrow and up arrow to navigate.
can I back out? Huh. Yeah, this seems a little broken right now.
Fury. Wisdom.
Yeah, I know we want wisdom, but yeah, there's nothing I can do.
Die element
This
selection
one is
mode.
grayed out.
Press UI underscore down and UI underscore up to navigate.
I mean, I wonder if.
Pause menu. Message history. Settings. Send feedbacks. Back to main menu. Quick game. Back to main menu. Main menu. Wish list. Start run. Starter anemone selection screen. Available starters. 3. Move left and right to select starters. Currently selected. Dip Dogma. Press view for detail. Asanember. Holozoom. Press view for details. Press A to choose this anemone. Holozoom. Type 1. Patience. A green snail. Smiling gently with its 2 eyes, talks and yellow eyes. Instead of a snail house, it has a large acorn on its back which is perched on a nest of red leaf-like fur. Despite its appearance, it can be fast as lightning when it got enough sunshine. Asanember. Press view for details. Press A to choose this anemone. Asanember. Type 1. Fury. A small, dark gray rabbit with long, floppy ears. The chest and belly, tail, and Dip Dogma. Press view for details. Press A to choose this anemone. Confirm Dip Dogma. Starting.
Okay, so we'll just use that.
Map screen. region 1, map length, 10 columns, number of starting points, 5, selected, path 1, node type, wild anemone, choose a path to start your run, inspect path with right bumper, press view to open run menu.
Okay, we're in a battle.
Wild battle started, you summoned, Dip Dogma, wild enemy, Holozoom, available tricks, 3, press right trigger to hear all controls, press A to begin battle. Press A to begin battle. New turn, rolling dice. Rolled 1, 2, 2 EXP, Holozoom will use pout, selected, 1.
So he'll use pout.
Pout, cost, snap, cost, 3, press A to pay 1, curiosity, D4, press A to pay snap, reroll with X, remaining rerolls, 1, 2 dice left. Press left stick or left stick to select different dice. 2, 1, curiosity, D4, press A to pay snap, reroll with X, remaining rerolls, paid 1, remaining 2, damage, 3.
Huh?
Pout, cost, snap, ready to use, your Dip Dogma uses snap. Opposing Holozoom suffers 4 damage, 23 out of 27 HP remaining. Snap, cost, 3, not ready, no dice available. End turn with what? Enemy turn. Opposing Holozoom uses pout. Opposing Holozoom's shield increases by 3.
Right, that makes sense.
New turn, rolling dice. Syaban rolled 1, 1, rolled 1 double, gained a reroll, Holozoom will use 2 techniques, starting with headbutt, selected, 1. Whenever I roll a double, I gain a reroll.
Okay, that's good to know.
Additionally, all my tricks gain +1 potency.
Huh.
Potency determines the effectiveness of a trick, so more damage, heal, condition stacks, or buffs. Snap, cost, 3, pout, cost, 2, paid 1, remaining 1, shield, 4.
So I used...
Pout, ready to use, shield, 5. Your Dip Dogma uses pout.
So I should have boosted that.
Your Dip Dogma's shield increases by 5.
Okay, that's good.
Pout, cost, 2, not ready, no dice available. End turn with what? Enemy turn. Opposing Holozoom uses headbutt. Your Dip Dogma lost 3 shields.
Oh, okay. So I still have 2.
Your Dip Dogma suffers 1 damage, 19 out of 20 HP remaining.
So I wonder...
Opposing Holozoom uses pout. Opposing Holozoom's shield increases by 3. New turn, rolling dice. Rolled 3, 1, 3 EXP, Holozoom will use 2 techniques, starting with headbutt, selected, 3.
Okay, so he'll use 2 techniques.
Die selection on, 3, curiosity, die selection on, 3, inspect
No.
mode on, out, rarity, decent, gain, +2 shield, cost, 2. Your trick, headbutt, aspect, curiosity, critical chance, 10%, 8 +2 from luck, damage, 3, inventory. Cost, switch. Cost, 0. Your trick, snap, aspect, your trick, out, aspect, curiosity.
So
+2
where
shield.
does it tell me
Your
how
trick,
many I
snap,
rolled?
enemy trick, ready to use, snap, aspect, curiosity, your trick, snap, enemy trick, Holozoom. Health, 23 out of 20, Holozoom quirk, defensive, whenever, enemy trick, ready to use, Holozoom. Health, Dip Dogma. Health, 19 out of 20 HP remaining. 0 out of, inspect mode off, currently selected, snap, cost,
So
3, switch. Snap, out, headbutt, cost, 4, not ready, 2 dice left.
So I'm kind of just playing on what little I learned from the tutorial before it went all weird. I still don't quite understand, like, I thought... I know I can hit right bumper to go into dice mode.
Die selection on, 3, curiosity, 1, curiosity, D4, 3.
So if I hit
curiosity,
X to
D4.
roll...
Rerolled into a 2, 2 EXP, press A to pay headbutt, 2 dice left. Paid 2, remaining 2, damage, 4.
So...
Inventory. Headbutt, cost, paid 1, remaining 1, damage, 5.
And that didn't speak. What? Yeah...
Enemy turn. Your Dip Dogma is stunned.
I like that sound effect.
Opposing holozoom uses snap. Your dip dog, new turn, rolling dice.
So I just hit A and it
Enemy
cut
turn.
itself off.
Opposing holozoom uses snap. Your dip dog suffers 5 damage. Opposing
Ouch.
holozoom uses headbutt.
So how do I...
Your dip dog was new turn, rolling dice. Rolled 3, 4, 9 EXP. Holozoom will use snap.
Okay,
Selected.
3, 4. So now it told me that it rolled 3 and 4. So if I go into inspect, how do I look at what my health is? That's not doing anything.
Inventory. Headbutt. Out. Snap. Switch. Cost. 0. Die selection off. Switch. Snap. Out. Headbutt. Cost. Inventory. Cost. 0. Switch. Cost. 0. Snap. Cost. 3. Not ready. 2 dice left.
So when I go do, I'm going left and right. It doesn't do anything. If I hit the menu button or back button, I can't go into inspect mode. I can't even go into dice mode anymore.
Controls. A to confirm. Y to start new turn. Right bumper to focus dice. Left bumper to focus trick list.
Wait.
Controls. A to confirm. Y to start new turn.
Right.
Right bumper to focus dice. Left bumper to focus trick list. View to enter inspection mode. X while in inspect mode to view action history.
Yeah, view does not work.
Left stick to inspect your Animon. Left stick to inspect enemy Animon and again to inspect Animancer. Works only outside of dice selection mode.
I totally get what they're going for here. You know, you're getting kind of like a Pokemon type of deal. You got your element alignments or your dice alignments. I was not able to go through the full tutorial because of the weird, I don't know if like the overlay, it wasn't seeing the right layer or what have you. And now, you know, in this turn, it's not letting me, like, I can't go into my dice view. I can't go into my, you know, I can't hit my inspect because I want to hear what my health is. I want to hear what, so if I just hit
out, snap, switch, snap.
I guess I can do
3,
snap.
not ready. 2 dice left.
So again, not ready. Like it seems like it rolled. I want to be able to review what my health is, what my enemy health is. It seemed like it rolled the dice, and I want to be able to look at what my current roll is, so I know how many, what my numbers are, so I know what spells I can cast or what skills I can cast. It's there's definitely a lot there seems to be some bugs and some polish things that are here right now. And again, the game is not out yet. I don't remember if they gave a release date for it, but there is a bit of confusion here for me. You know, when I went into the settings and there was like 5 different settings for speech, your rate, and like they always kept reverting back to the 1.0 speed and everything. So there's some UI stuff that seems clunky, or maybe I'm just not understanding something. Again, it's a good start, and I see totally what they're going for, but I think they need a little bit of a pass. Again, I like the fact that I can hit the right trigger and get a reminder of what my controls are. Actually, I wonder if that's supported in the menus too. If not, it should be, because remember when I was in settings, and I saw there were buttons down below like save and whatever. But when I was using my left and right bumper to cycle between tabs, that was fine. I was up and down arrowing between all of the items in said tabs. but I wasn't getting that reminder of, oh, how do I save these settings again? Or can I? Or will they save automatically if I hit B to back out? Um, again, being able to hit the R button, I love that idea to be like, hey, tell me what I can, that way it won't, like every time I arrow, it won't say press this to do that, press X, A to, okay, press X to save, press B to cancel. I don't want to hear that every time, but if I'm not sure what options are available to me in any given menu, whether in combat, the map screen, inventory, I think having that right trigger as a universal tell me what uh, controls I can use at the current time is a great idea. So I'm not going to finish this
Pause
battle.
menu. Selected. Continue.
I'm
Restart
going
launch.
to...
Message history. Settings. Settings
Let's
screen.
go into
Press
settings.
left
Now,
stick and
what
left
if I
stick
hit
to
the right
navigate.
trigger?
Use left bumper and right bumper to cycle through settings groups. Press X to save. Press B to cancel. Press view to reset to default. Currently selected. Gamepad vibration.
Right. So
on.
it did tell me X to save, B to cancel. It told me that here, but before I must not have listened to that. And I just started arrowing up and down to see what my settings were. But then I didn't realize until I looked visually on the screen, I saw the X button to the left of save. So yeah, being able to press the right trigger just like I could while in combat, that's a great idea. And that way I'm not forced to hear the control mappings every time, but when I want to hear them or I want to check to see if there's any new controls that I'm mapped, no matter where I am, that's a great idea. So yeah, it's an interesting start. You can get the demo on Steam, and I would definitely encourage people to give it a shot and see if you have any different luck that I do. Go through the, start a new game, go through the tutorial, and see if it in fact goes weird on you after going so far and then not being able to go into the go into your dice bag, because that's where it really broke down. It's like I couldn't even hit the view button to go into the back menu or to go into the thing again. I had to do it with the mouse, and then even then it didn't speak when I hovered over things. So yeah, I mean, there's a little bit of bugs. They need to do a little bit of tweaking here and there, a little bit of fixing. But I like what they're going for, and it seems like it's going to be a pretty deep game if you're into the turn-based combat monster fighting. Again, this is like, to me, this seems like another Pokemon game, because literally you're using, I forget what they called them, but you're using an item to capture creatures. So yeah, getting a real Pokemon vibe from this. And again, that's not a bad thing because a lot of people like Pokemon. And I like the fact that you can get descriptions of all the creatures, not just like their stats, but like you get a little bit of a visual. So, you get a little visual descriptions. You can understand what kind of creatures or monsters there are. So yeah, being able to like, I just like understanding the dice and being able to quickly during my turn look at what is my health, what dice value is there, so I know what spells I can or abilities I can cast, what my enemy's health and stats are they stunned, are they whatever, what abilities. Like I was getting some of that in inspect mode, but I couldn't even go back to it again because it wasn't letting me open that. So I apologize that this video is a little bit all over the place, but again, this is the type of feedback that it's important to give. I'm doing it through just a live, hey, let's test this out in a video. But if you were playing this for yourself and you encounter these types of issues, I believe right on the main menu there's a feedback button. So I'm going to upload this video, and when I unlock it, I will open up the game again and share this video under the feedback give them the link, and hopefully that'll help them troubleshoot. Maybe I was doing something wrong. Maybe there was a bug in the game. But yeah, I'm intrigued. You know, I liked what I saw during the accessibility showcase. And again, just kind of looking at the tutorial and muddling my way through part of a battle, it seems interesting. So that is Soulblaze. I don't remember if there's an exact release date, but the demo is currently available on Steam. I would recommend people give it a shot, provide feedback and ideas, because yeah, make the game as accessible as it can be once it comes out. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video, found it helpful. Give it a like if you did. You can follow me on Twitter at BGFH79, Blue Sky at Illegally Cited, illegally-cited.com, and right here on YouTube. And until next time, I will chat with everybody again later.